Hello, divine creations, divine marvels, infinite consciousnesses. Thanks for dropping by. So, welcome to anyone who's new to this channel, and to those who are return viewers. You know, this channel is mainly focused around my theme of my personal recovery from Neo-Advaita. And I've just had another breakthrough and another realization, which I'm excited to share, as to why Neo-Advaita is so dangerous. So in a Neo-Advaita satsang, all that will be talked about is the self and self-inquiry. There'll be no guidance, no suggestions for how to live how to live your life, maybe every now and then, but next to no, there's kind of this hard line, just realize the self and everything will be okay. But that's not actually how Advaita Vedanta works. Advaita Vedanta teaches karma yoga first, which is like a basic operating system for how to live. The essence of karma yoga is to do your duty. And very specifically, so what's your duty? Well, according to the Bhagavad Gita, your duty is to study scripture, to worship, to respect and honor your parents, to serve all of humanity, to be in service, and to respect life. That's everyone's duty. And how specifically to serve life, that depends on, I forget the Sanskrit word, but we each have an individual duty depending on our state of consciousness, really our state of mind. But so without that, there's no guidance how to live life. And also there's this way in which Advaita Vedanta, Neo-Advaita, downplays everything other than realization. Hobbies and friendships and passions and interest and dealing with the relative. Neo-Advaita doesn't give you any way to really deal with relative life. Now, personally, I was given the message in Neo-Advaita satsangs that nothing else matters other than realization. Well, that's well and good if you're to that point. But to take on that as a belief system, let's really think about that. Your relationship with your parents doesn't matter. Your relationship with your friends doesn't matter. Earning a living doesn't matter. I'm not saying that's true, but I'm saying from this delusional belief system, nothing in the relative realm has any value from the Neo-Advaita perspective. And it's utter bullshit, because Advaita Vedanta really, in essence, says there are two things that are one. There's Brahman, the infinite eternal, and there's samsara, all of creation, or just Brahman and creation. And that those two things are actually one thing. So to say that, and on a philosophical level, it's wrong to say all those things not matter, but on a functional level, it'll make you absolutely dysfunctional. Absolutely dysfunctional. And that's why Ramana Maharshi said self-inquiry are only for those people who have no interest in anything worldly anymore. As long as you have significant, desire, oh, I want a partner, or oh, I want this job, or oh, I want to do this. Self-inquiry is not for you. I mean, it can be a cool twice a day, 15-minute meditation, but as a practice, it'll put you at war with yourself. Until you've really reached inner renunciation, you're not ripe for self-inquiry. Ramana said this in so many ways. And here's my own personal example is I have all these interests and passions. I have all these service ideas I want to do, books I want to write. I'm very much into relationships and conscious sexuality. But simultaneously, I'd taken on this idea that the only thing that matters is realization. So it was what's authentic is I was yeah, I want to pursue these things. And yes, I want to be free of suffering. And so I'm not qualified. I wasn't qualified for self-inquiry. But of course, Neo-Advaita teacher after Neo-Advaita teacher would just point me to self-inquiry, because that's what they do, because that's all they know to do. So to anyone out there who's seeking to recover from this delusional and just It's really it's a cult, not in the sense of a mental cult. And some of the teachers turn it into an actual cult. The first thing you have to do is to recognize that creation matters. Life matters, friendship, work, like all this stuff matters. And it's worthy of your attention. It's worthy of your love. And it's worthy of your service. That's what karma yoga is being in service to this beautiful creation. And then if at a certain point you're like, and not from a depressed place, but from a clear place. That's the other thing. Being depressed and be like, oh, I'm done with life. That doesn't qualify you for self-inquiry. That's just tamas guna. From a clear place, if you're like, I don't want anything to do with any of this, then you're right for self-inquiry. So your interest, your passions, your hobby, your body, your emotions, all those things matter. Please take good care of them and learn and practice karma yoga like your life depends on it. Because karma yoga is really just, again, it's just an operating system. It's like how to live harmoniously. Respect for all life, be of service to life, respect your mother and father, worship and study of scripture, study of the truth. Thank you so much for joining in. Take care. Much love.